Welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Retro Joe. This is going to be a full playthrough of Shadowgate for the NES. So, I've never beaten this game before my prep this week. I've gotten through this game for probably like 50% of the game back in the day. But I've never beaten it until this week when I did my prep for the stream. So this is kind of a new thing for me, but I'm pretty confident that I can beat the whole game today without dying. So we're going to go for a no death run on this, and we'll see how it goes. 100 stars from Jamie Groves. Thank you very much. V, I think you'll like this. This is an old school RPG. Well, not a traditional RPG like you might think, but this is a point and click, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing, where, you know, we get explanation and you can make different moves in the room that you're in, but you have to traverse certain things. There's puzzles, there's enemies, monsters, things like that. So it's pretty interesting. What's up, Jackie? What's up, William Stelzer? Sean, welcome. Thank you. Welcome back. Matt McCloskey, welcome. LFG. Let's go. All right. Multi is up. We're going to rage it, dude. We're going to rage it. Chris Zog in the house. What's up, Chris? All right. All right. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to get this started in just a sec here. Multi is up. What's up? What's up, Zach? Sorry. Excuse me, Jack, welcome. Stephen Aravalo with the shares. Sean Duckworth, thank you. All right, I'm great. I'm great. Let's go then. V says, let's go. All right, cool. I think we're good. I think we're good. Jason, welcome to the stream. All right. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. What's up, Jason Crowley? All right. So I'm going to read everything. I'm going to dictate the game. Well, read all the descriptions and everything because it's part of the game. So thank you for that. React, Jason Crowley. All right. The last thing you remember is standing before the wizard Lakmir as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded warlock lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from the darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the warlock lord. All right, so this is the front of the castle. Castle Shadowgate. And let's go for it. So first thing we're going to do right off the bat, there's a secret in this very room. We're going to open this skull on top of the door. This game is amazing, Chris. Yes. As if by magic, the skull rises. So we open that skull above the door, and we're going to take that key. So there's the key. There's our first item that we picked up. Michael Sontag, yes. All right, brother, let's go. Let's go. So then we're going to open the front door of the castle, which is good. Okay, we open the front door. All right, the door is open. It's the door leading into the castle Shadowgate. What's up, Joe? I'm not sure, Chris. I'm surprised. Is the star icon working for everyone else? Just a quick question here real quick. Let me just double check. So I can see. Yeah, star icon is there for me, so we're still good. We're still up. All right. So now we head into the castle. All right. So there's eyes on the top of the ceiling here. That pitiful wizard Lakmir was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. The sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Ooh, not AD plus. That's right, Kayshawn. Thank you, brother. All right, what we're gonna do is the door is locked. So what we're gonna do is take these torches. By the way, the thing is with this game, you need a lit torch the whole time because the entire castle is dark. So we took the 2 torches. 50 stars from V. Thank you, V. Appreciate that. All right, let's go. All right, so we got the 2 torches. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to use the key that we just collected outside to open this door. This is the entryway of the castle. There we go. There we go. 490 stars from Michael Sontag. Thank you. V with the 25. Star Party going. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Michael. V. Who else sent stars? Appreciate it. Click. The key worked. It unlocked the door. All right. All right. Now what we're going to do is move ahead. 285 stars from Jamie Grove says, remember your mantra. Yes. The stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk down the stairs. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to first of all take these torches. We have to take every torch we find off the wall. The torch is in hand. The torch is in hand. Okay. What that is right there is a pedestal with a book on it. So let's open this book. If you try to take the book, you fall through into a trap and you die. I'm going to try to do this whole run through without dying once. The book is opened and examined. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. So you can see inside the book now, that way, there's a key. So let's take the key from the book. Okay, very good. Do not take the book off the pedestal. Like I said, you will get unalived. So we're gonna head back to this room now, and there's a little metal door on the right of the door there. You stand in a long corridor. Huge stone archways line the entire hall. So we're gonna use key 2 and open that metal closet door, which is locked. There it is. You never beat it, Joe? You're going to see it beaten tonight, brother. What's up, Chad? This is the kind of game I'd like, so no curses. Nice, James. I'm glad, dude. What's up, James McGuire? Welcome to the stream. Kayshawn says, this was my favorite game when it first came out. Let's go, man. We're going to beat this whole game today. 235 stars from V. Thank you, V. I have faith in you. Let's go. Thank you very much, V. Appreciate the like. Eddie Pence, Chad, appreciate it. Robert, Jason Lauer. All right. The key worked. It unlocked the door. Let's head in. All right. We have a sling and we have a sword. Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. So let's take both of those. Sling was taken. Sword is taken. All right. Very good. We're gonna back out. Back out of the closet there. All right. You stand in a long corridor. Huge stone archways line the entire hall. So we're going to go straight ahead here. Every other game you play, curse times 5 until we see Breath of Fire 3 or Xenogears. Breath of Fire 3 is coming soon. Stone passage winds to an unseen end. So now we're going to go right here. And here, the stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. And this room has 3 doors in it. Okay, we're going to go right first. But we have to open all the doors first. So let's open all the doors. The door is open. Door is open. Doors open. I have not played that, Chad. No. They're like this? I have not played those, yeah. Might be James. We'll see how it goes. Galaxy Tony, welcome to the stream. What's up, brother? Uninvited is a cool game. Nice. Let's go right here. What do we have here? A shark swims by as if patrolling this calm pool. All right. All right. Let's open up the door that you see in the distance. We're definitely not going into that water. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much. Okay, we're going to go through that door. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. Yee. So there's a bunch of stones on the ground. We're going to take all those stones. So you see all these stones down here. We're going to take all those. We're going to need them. We're going to need them. So there's 5 of them. Cool. I like it. I like it. All right. So it doesn't look like there's much else in this room except we can sneak behind this waterfall. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. So squeeze behind the waterfall and squeeze into like a little cavern. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. So we're going to use the hit command and we're going to hit this stone. You hit the rock as hard as you can. The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. And there's a bag there. The rock's in the water? What do you mean, James? What we're going to do is we're going to open the bag. I'm not going to take the bag. I'm going to open it up. The bag 1 is open. The bag contains 3 large jewels. So we're going to take the jewels out of the bag and add them to our inventory. So blue gem, red gem, and white gem. So now we got the jewels out of the bag. We don't need the bag, so let's back out. Back to the waterfall cavern. You're standing in a dark underground cavern. Let's back out again. This subterranean cavern has been carved by centuries of supernatural erosion. Interesting. So back to the 3-door room. We're going to go left here at this intersection. This music is also an Easter egg in Uninvited. Oh, really? If you enter the game room and turn on the Victrola. I forget how to do that. Confluent Gaming. I was thinking that you found some incredible content again. Looking solid there. Thank you very much, Clayton. I appreciate that. Thomas Baker, welcome to the stream. All right, so we're going to go left here. All right, so you enter a cold room. The stench of flesh in decay pervades the small chamber. Ooh, I wonder why. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. All right, so what we're going to do is, first of all, take the torches. Again, we need these torches. If you hear the panic music, that means your torch is about to go out. Once your torch goes out, you're dead. So we took that. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the white gem. So the white gem here. What do you want to use the white gem on? We're going to put it right in this hole. You'll notice throughout this game there are places where you put gems. So we're going to put the white gem right in that hole right there. The gem fits perfectly in the hole. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. So we're going to take that sphere. That's going to become important. The sphere is very important. Okay, we got the sphere. Nice. Okay. Very, very tricky part next. If you don't do it correctly. I'm going to open this door. I'm going to open this door. And then we're going to head in. Dangerous room here. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. Okay, let's take... Okay, so first of all, you're going to die here if you don't do this the proper way. You see a spear, a shield, a couple bones, a helmet, and a couple other things. But Well, we're only going to be interested in a few things here. So we're going to take the shield first. We're going to take the shield and we're going to use it to defend ourselves. Let's go. The shield is in hand. Every time we pick something up, this is going to happen. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon's flame. All right, so the shield, we're going to take the hammer. Every time we pick something up, the dragon's going to spew fire at us. Again, flame spews force. You use the shield for protection. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. I'm going to take the spear. Again, flame spews forth. You use the shield for protection. And it's getting hotter and hotter every time. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. So we're going to take the torch. And then this is the last thing we'll need in here. You can pick up the bones and the skull and the helmet as well, but we're not going to bother with it. Again, flame spews forth. You use the shield for protection. It's the same thing. Getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. All right, let's back out. Because one more move here, we might be done for. So we're going to back out. This room stinks of rotten meat. Back out again to the 3-door intersection. 3 times and the flame fries you alive. Pretty much, Joe, right? Now we're going to go right. All right, we're back to here now. There's a skeleton in the water. All right, so if you go in the water, you're dead. The shark will eat you. So this subterranean cavern has been carved by centuries of supernatural erosion. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the sphere. Remember that room that we got the sphere from? Let's actually use one of the torches so we don't go out. So you see the torch up there next to where it says goods. It's a small flame. Let's light another torch. The torch is lit. So now we have 2 torches lit. We'll be okay. All right, so we're going to use the sphere. Remember, it came from a very cold room. And what do we want to use the sphere on? We're going to drop it right into the pond here. I think the counter restarts every time you re-enter the room, James. Yep. Or it might be 5 times. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that's all we can do. You drop the sphere into the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. Okay, so we're going to take that key out of the hand of the skeleton. So the key 3 is in hand. All right, so you might be tempted to... So if we can try to take the sphere back, you can't take it because it's stuck in the ice. But what we're going to do is to get the sphere back is we're going to use one of our torches. So we're going to use the torch on the ice to melt it and break the sphere free. You put the burning torch close to it. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. Not surprisingly, the lake quickly refreezes. Okay, now we can take the sphere back because we're going to need it. Very good. Very good. All right, I like it. I like it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to back out of here. It's 5 to 10 seconds, Jamie. We're going to back out of here. Okay, the stone passage winds to an unseen end. Okay, so what we're going to do now is there's a little door in the corner of the room here. We're going to open that up. The stone falls away to reveal a secret passage. We're going to head in here. As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. Let's take that arrow. Like it? What's up, Dave? All right, James. All right, so we're going to take the arrow. And you can't take these these torches are stuck to the wall, so you can't take the torch. But what we're gonna do is if you use the use command or hit command on this torch right here, oh, the soundtrack's great. You moved the torch. It's a hidden door. There's a spiral staircase leading down. All right, there's this hidden door, so I have to check one thing to see if we have what we need. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go through the secret passage. This is one of my favorite rooms coming up right here. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. Chasm? From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. Pretty cool, right? All right, so there's two bridges here. I want to show you this bridge. This shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. The ropes are indeed in bad condition, so we're definitely not going to go that way. Judging by the intricate workmanship, this bridge seems to be quite sturdy. What's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. All right, so let's take the torches first. We're going to need the torches. Take this torch, take this torch. Okay. Now, how are we going to get by this wraith? By the way, this is a cloak hanging right here on the wall, but we're not going to be able to grab it because this wraith will destroy us. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use... So you can see we have 7 torches here, and this torch right here is a special torch. We're going to use our lit torch, and we're going to light the special torch. Let's see what happens. The torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at the wraith. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. So we got it. We got it. So we're going to take the cloak. We're definitely going to need this cloak. All right, we got it. We got it. All right, well, another one of my favorite rooms coming up. So we're going to open this door. Adam says, you will never defeat this game and all will come to darkness. Let's see if you are right, Adam. We might do this with no deaths. We'll see if you're right. All right. Let's go. This small stone chamber is lined on one side by 2 barred portals. One of my favorite rooms here. Interesting. All right, so there's a sign there that says Epor. Let's look at it. This sign reads Epor. Let's look at it again. Think about it. Epor, Epor, Epor. You got it. It seems to be some sort of magic word. And there's this. We learned one magic spell, the Epor spell. Sweet. I built a time machine out of a DeLorean. All right, so we need to take a bunch of stuff on the shelf here. First of all, let's take that torch. Like I said, torches are very important. So we're going to take this torch. There's a scroll here. We're going to take that. We're going to take this bottle. And we're going to take this vial. Oh, they're both bottles. Cool. All right. So now, we just learned Epor the spell, right? So if we say the magic word... It is a magic spell that we just learned. The spell was chanted. Epor. There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. The magic spell, Epor, made the rope raise up. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? All right. And if you look very, very closely at the back wall, it looks like there's a secret door. You feel the ground shake as the rock moves slowly aside to reveal a passageway. Elite Loser says FFB stream died? I don't think so. Still going, still going. The music is burned into my brain since the 80s. Oh, this is heavy. Yes, rope spelled backwards. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting, Joe? The cold water from the limestone drips on your neck, sending shivers down your spine. What do we have here? What do we have here? This is what I like to call the plaque room. So there's a plaque in the floor and then a big stone slab right in front of us. So what are we going to do? We're going to use the blue gem. Like I said, you see that hole? Anytime you see a hole, you're thinking you need to put a gem there. What do you want to use this on? Let's put it right into the plaque. Stop saying magic words. You're making it happen. Right. As soon as you place the blue gem in the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Listen, warrior. The Warlock Lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the Staff of Ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. Of course, we have to take the scroll. All right, let's open the scroll. The scroll 2 is open. You've read the scroll. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull, Chad? The scroll reads, "As the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be." Humana. Humana. All right. You've learned one magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 2 quickly vanished. All right, let's back out of here. You're inside a small room. Okay, now we can go up to this hole in the ceiling because the rope straightened out and reaches the top. All right, this room is full of mirrors. Reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King's Otto's Fair. Interesting, interesting. Let's take these 2 torches as usual, so we have them. There's also a broom there. We'll take that broom as well. We'll take that broom as well. Okay, very good, very good. So we're going to actually back out of here. And here's a room with a bunch of coffins that line the walls. This long, cold hallway is lined with on either side by half a dozen coffins. All right, so Be careful which coffin you open up here, because they're pretty much all traps except for one. And we're going to open this one right here. The lid of the coffin is open. We're going to clean it. What's up, Robert? A mummy stands silently before you. Well, of course, we're going to burn the mummy's wrappings to reveal what's inside. What do you want to use this on? Let's use it on the mummy. So we're going to light the mummy on fire with our torch. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. Definitely going to want that scepter. If I can, there we go. The scepter is in hand. All right, we got the scepter. Nice. I like it. I like it. All right, so we're going to go back to the mirror room now. All right. So, now. We can smash these mirrors with the hammer. However, if you smash the left or right mirror, you will be destroyed. So what we're going to do is smash the middle mirror with the hammer. So we picked up the hammer in the dragon room. We're going to smash the middle mirror here. Bellowing like some Norse god, you smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. So the right mirror sucks you into space, into another dimension. The left mirror will shatter and glass will go into your body and kill you. So that's how that works. That's how that works. So we're not going to be able to open this door because it's locked. The door is locked. So the key 3 will allow us to go through this door. Let's find the key 3. There it is. Oops. Got to use key 3 on that center door. There you go. See? And there's still a pile of glass at the bottom there. Adam says, love this game. So many good memories. Oh, it's so good. Yes. What's up, Rob? Love this game, Rob says. I know, dude. We're going to beat it tonight. We're going to beat it. Click. The key worked. It unlocked the door. Nice. All right. So I'm going to preemptively do this here. So if we go forward. Okay, if we go forward, I'll just go forward and show you. This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like. The heat is unbearable, and you have to turn back. So we can't even progress through that room because it's so hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that cloak on that we found. So use the cloak. We're going to use it on ourselves, which means basically wear it. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. But really, what kind of cloak is it? It's a cloak of protection from heat. It's so hot. You begin to sweat profusely. All right, so we have to put the flames out. So what did we use before to freeze stuff? To freeze the pond, we used the sphere. So let's use the sphere. Gehenna is hell. Yeah, I figured that one out, Adam. I've never heard that word before for it. So let's drop the sphere into the flames. You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The hellspawn flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. There you go. Pretty cool, right? V says, how long did it take you to learn this? I don't know if I could remember everything. So I played about 50% of it when I was a kid, V, but I never beat it. So I played through 50%. I knew how to do that. But I did my practice run, and I made my guide, and I did a little, so probably like 2-3 hours. to go over it and then make my guide and do a practice run? All right. So now we're going to go through that door. Now that the fire's out, we can advance through the door. So let's open up the door and go through. I don't know. Should I play that? Should I play those, Rob? Maybe I will. What's up, Spaceman? I've never played him before. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to try to go forward, of course. And look what happens. As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge is mine. It'll cost you a gold coin to cross." So, do we have a gold coin to give to the troll? We actually do not have a gold coin to give to the troll. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to throw the spear at him. Try to scare him away, or at least try to damage him so we can get by. So we're going to use the spear on the troll. The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you do not hear him crash. So is he really gone? It's the question. The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. That music right there means we're about to lose our torch, so let's light up another torch. So, we have a Cyclops ahead of us. Now, what do we do to Cyclops? We're going to take one of these stones. And we will put it in the sling that we found. You've put the small stone in the sling. And now we're going to use the sling against the Cyclops. Right in his eye. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body. So, this is really interesting that they said this. This is a reference to the Bible, to the David and Goliath story. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine," and release the stone. Bullseye. Alright, so it's a weird thing to include in the game, but I don't know, it's a Bible reference. Alright, so the Cyclops is knocked out. Now, we're going to finish him off. We're going to finish the Cyclops off because if you don't finish off the Cyclops, I believe he returns. So we're going to use the sword. You did beat me to it, Rob. Yep. And we're going to finish him off. You drive the sword deep into the Cyclops. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. So the thing's done. The thing's done. All right, so we're gonna crank up this well bucket. I wonder what we'll bring up. The crank turns rather easily. At the end of the rope, there is a small bucket. Okay, let's open up the bucket, even though it looks like it's already open. The bucket is open. And there's a gauntlet inside. Let's take the gauntlet from the bucket and add it to our inventory. All right, we got the gauntlet. That's going to be a very important item. What's up, Chris Abyss? Welcome to the stream. Funny enough, David didn't kill Goliath with the sling, only knocked him out. He finished him off with his sword. Interesting, isn't it, VG? Thank you, V. All right, so we got the gauntlet from there. And we're going to go through that door that was cleared after we took out the Cyclops. The door is open. All right. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. Gonna take the torch, of course. Cool. I like it. I like it. All right. We're going to go into this first entrance right here on the left, the closest door. And we have a library. You stand in a small library. I mean, that's quite obvious. All right. So we're going to do a couple things here. First of all, we're going to take the map off the wall. There's a map on the wall right here. We're going to take the map. All right. We're going to take the skull. Okay, good, good. All right, so let's look around here. Let's look at this. It's a strong wooden desk fit for a king. There are a couple of drawers in it. Oh, well, let's open up one of the drawers. The desk is open. So inside the desk, we have a scroll, 2 scrolls, a key, and glasses. Let's take all those things out of the drawer. So the scrolls... Nice. The key and the glasses. Okay, cool. Now, from earlier in the game, you might be a little bit apprehensive as to open a book. So, what should we do? Well, first of all, I'm going to open up both of those scrolls that we just got. So, it's scroll 3 and 4. So let's open up 3. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Tarak. There's another spell. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 3 quickly vanished. Okay, let's open up scroll 4. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instatum Illumina. Sorry. You've learned another magic spell, Illumina. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 4 quickly vanishes. You cannot move, you're over encumbered. Oh, what game is that from, Robert? All right, cool. So let's open up this book. The book is open. You can't read the strange writing in the book. Let's use those glasses. I have a feeling they'll help. So let's use the glasses and put them on ourselves. So use glasses self. You try the glasses on and they fit perfectly. Oh, you can see very well. Let's open the book now. The book is opened. Let's look at it. Wow! With these glasses, you can understand and read what you could not before. The light grows faint. The path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. Mortari riseth. Here's another spell, Mortari. And remember what that said. We've learned one magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the book quickly vanished. All right, I like it. I like it. Okay, so again, remember what I said about holes in the wall? Let's place our last gem that we have, the red gem. right into this hole. The bookcase slowly slides away, revealing a hidden passage. All right, pretty cool room here, actually. Pretty cool room. So this room is dominated by a large fireplace set and a red brick wall. Okay, I'm going to take a couple things here. I'm going to take this bellows, and we all know what a bellows is, right? It's a thing that you squeeze to stoke the fire, blow air at the fire. So we got the bellows. Okay. I'm going to look at this. So it is a globe mounted on a stand for display. It shows all the known lands. Looking closely, you can see a seam along the equator. Oh, well, interestingly enough, we do have a spell that has to do with the Earth, right? Terok. Terok. Let's use it. What's up, Lizzie? The spell was chanted. Terok. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. Let's open up the globe. What's up, James? Helena James. The globe is open. And inside the globe, you can see we have a key and a bottle. Let's take both of those. Cool. This is called Shadowgate. I'm going to back out. The bookcase in front of you is full of books. Well, we're not really interested. We're going to back out to the carpeted hallway. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. So we're going to go to this door now, which is the further away door. And this is kind of a laboratory here. Kind of a laboratory. Yeah, Spaceman. This game came out, of course, in the late 80s, 1989, I believe, and I played it when I was a kid, but I never beat it. So this will be the second time in my life that I beat it on this stream, because I did one time for a practice run. Never thought you would like this game? It's really cool, Dan. It's really cool. There's a lot of puzzles. We don't like the fireplace, no, Robert. I think you can, but we don't need to. It smells like a kennel in here, and there are no windows through which to circulate fresh air. Ah, okay. So first of all, you want to notice that all these stones on the floor look the same except for this one right here. This one has like a little handle on it. So I'm going to use the handle and lift it up. The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside it. So, ooh, let's take that. It's a bottle of water. It's holy water. What's it doing in the floor? The stone descends back into place. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Helena James. I agree. All right, so there's a couple more things in here. By the way, do not open this cage. Do not open this cage. We'll look at it. This steel mesh cage rattles constantly. A simple latch secures it. Yeah, you don't want to open it. But what we are going to do is we're going to take this horseshoe right here. We're going to take all the stuff that's on the shelves. There's a bottle. There's a bottle. There's a test tube. We'll take it. There's another bottle and another bottle. So we got it. We got a bunch of stuff. But you might be curious what this green thing is. There's a strange poisonous looking liquid in the pot. It really stinks. Okay, pretty much. So we're going to leave the room now. We got what we needed. Pool of Radiance. Yes, what's up, Joe? Welcome back. Yeah, cleaning them out, V. We need it. We need it. We're inside the Warlock's castle, so everything's free reign. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. So I'm going to look at the fountain. This exquisite marble fountain is shaped into the image of a sea serpent. From its mouth spews an acidic liquid. So if we try to put our hand in there, we're going to die because it's an acidic liquid. So there's a flute up here, it looks like. It's a small wooden flute. It looks like it could make wonderful music. So we got to grab that flute, but if you stick your hand in that acidic water, you're going to get messed up. Torch is about to go out. Let's light another torch. Good call. Let's light another torch. Thank you, Lewis. Cool. So we're good there. All right, so what we're going to do now is, remember what we picked up? We picked up a gauntlet. Now, what a gauntlet is like a metal glove. You know, so knights used to use it as armor on their hands. So we're going to use a gauntlet on ourselves. Put the gauntlet on. You place the gauntlet on your hand. It feels like it was made just for you. Now, we can take the flute out of the water. By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. So we have the flute now. What we're going to do is we're going to play the flute. Let's play a little tune on it. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. All right, what the heck are we... What is this in the tree? Suddenly a small hole appears in the side of the tree, yes. It's a ring set with a large black sapphire. We'll take it. All right, cool. I like it. I like it. So we're going to back out. You're in a small, stuffy laboratory. All right, back to this room. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. So we're going to go forward this time, the door that we have not explored yet. All right, let's go. Pivotal room here. You are awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. It's a banquet hall. So we're going to take a couple things here. We're going to take this crest. We're going to take this mirror. Okay, we took the crest and mirror. That's good. That's all we need for now. There is one more thing in here, though. We're going to burn the nice carpet on the floor with our torch. So we're going to use the torch. We're going to burn the nice carpet. The rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. A key can be seen underneath. So we need that key. Let's get that key. All right. So now every single one of these doors is locked. Look, if I try to open one, the door is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked, right? So every single one is locked. So now, which key to use on which? You could go through it, but we're going to use the key 4 on this lower door here. So there we go. And we're going to use the key 6 on the upper left door. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely, Anthony. Welcome to the stream. All right. And then the key 5 on the upper right door. There's the key 5. So you have to know which key to use on which door here. Oh, right here. Oops, you have to use key 5. There we go. So all 3 doors are open now. All 3 doors. Okay, very good. This is what we wanted. So the first door we're going to go into, and this is one of the fun parts of the game, is this right door here. It appears to be a sphinx. It looks at you indifferently. Ah, indifferently, huh? Oh. There you go, Ronald. All right, so here's an interesting room here, right? So I'm going to try to move past the Sphinx and go up these stairs here. Let's see. As you moved, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. Long neck, no hands, 100 legs, cannot stand, born of forest nest, against a wall I rest. What do we do? Does thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. Well, remember what we found? 100 legs, against the wall I rest. Against the wall I rest. That sounds like a broom to me. Let's give the broom to the Sphinx. I think that answers his riddle. You have correctly answered my riddle, warrior. Thou may now pass. Let's not mess this up. An observatory. A telescope is besides the window. A star map is on the wall. This must be an observatory. Oh boy, we solved the Sphinx riddle. Alright, let's take the scroll on the table here. Let's take the star from this map, which is interesting. We take a star off the map. This is really cool. And of course, we're going to open our new scroll. I did not ask them, Ronald. You've read the scroll. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. Interesting, interesting. Let's do something here. Let's look at this map quickly. It's a map of the known galaxy. You can see billions and billions of stars. The map seems to be only loosely attached to the wall. Let's open it up. Let's open up the map. The star map is open. And look what we have. It is a rod hidden behind the map. Interesting. All right, let's go up the ladder. By the way, you can look into this telescope Unfortunately, it doesn't give you an image. As you peer through the telescope, you are amazed by the clarity of the night sky. That's it. So, now, let me ask you all this. You come upon a, quote, beautiful woman chained in a dungeon. Now, think to yourself, would a woman that looks so beautiful and clean and her hair done well and, you know, in good shape, whatever, would you find a woman like that chained in a dungeon wall, on a dungeon wall? Okay, so something already fishy right here, right? Something already fishy. You are so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. See what I mean? Yes, in the moonlight, she is even more beautiful. Oh, really? Really? Abe says use your rod. Well, something a little bit more sharp, actually. We are going to use the arrow and stab the lady because I do not trust her at all. What do you want to use this on? The lady. We won't get any more specific. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. You see what I mean? If you find a beautiful woman chained in a dungeon like that, it's not going to turn out well. The beautiful lady suddenly transformed into a wolf. Did you notice when it said she looked more beautiful under the moonlight? You gotta be careful about that. Now, let's look at what this is, this green thing. It's some sort of spike that is made of precious metals. Ouch, the tips are as sharp as needles. Let's take that. By the way, it seems insignificant, but it's going to be the key. This item right here, the blade, is going to be the key to beating the game. You will see. So we got the blade. Nice. All right, that's all we need here. Always be suspicious when you find a beautiful woman chained to a dungeon wall. It's an observatory. The Sphinx rests quietly in the room. I'm glad he's quiet. Yeah, I would say it's sus, Thomas. Yep. All right, cool. So we're allowed in the banquet hall again. We're gonna go up into this door here. Oh, what do you know? This room seems peaceful. Although the evening air is cool, this small circular room radiates a fervent heat. Why would this room be so hot? Alright. What is that thing on the floor? It looks like a horn to me. This horn is forged of flawless platinum. Its beauty is unbelievable. Well, let's take it then. A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. I think it's a hellcat or a hellhound. The hellhound makes this hot room even hotter. There must be a way to cool the room off before you roast. I think we have some holy water. Let's use the water. The holy water at that. The holy water has sent the hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. I haven't played Shadowgate 64, Justin. The flame died out. The room is quiet as though nothing had happened. All right, let's take the horn. By the way, this horn, super important to beating the game. We're good. So this is when the game gets a little bit dangerous, like I said. There's going to be a bunch of dangerous things coming up. So we're going to go up this ladder to the top of the tower. As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear, starry sky. So, this thing is not messing around. This thing is not messing around. It's a wyvern. Wyvern? I never knew how to pronounce that. This beastie is a distant cousin of a dragon, but is smaller and fiercer. It's an ornate carving of a shooting star. The object is made of silver and is extremely heavy. It said it was a starry night, right? This is a magic star. Let's use it. On the wyvern. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Crash! It strikes the wyvern and explodes into a million pieces. I didn't figure the whole thing by myself, Abe. About half of it I figured out back in the day. Alright, we got the talisman from the stand. That's all we needed. Talisman's going to be super important as well. We're collecting all the important items for the end of the game. Alright, let's back out. You're in a room with 2 braziers. Okay, we're back at the banquet hall. Alright, we're going to go straight this time. Is it a Van Gogh painting? It would be cool if it was. I love this music here. You have entered a small corridor. 2 arched doorways wait patiently for you. Take the torches. And we're going to go into the left door. Balcony. From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. It's a big castle. It's a big castle. Do you see that lightning? Well, there's a little hole right here. This appears to be a mount of some sort. Perhaps for a flagpole? Well, we do have a large rod. So let's use that. Stick it right in that hole. There's lightning, so let's see. There's the rod. Suddenly the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that is formed at your feet. Alright, let's take that scroll. Pretty sure it's a scroll. No, it's a wand. Wow. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. Alright. Well, that's good. Now we're going to go down this stairway to the left here. More lightning. Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand on a lookout point. This is the side of the castle. So we're gonna open the bag here. By the way, I want to show you this. It's a pot of gold. The leprechaun must have skipped town. We're about to run out on the torch. That's what that music is. Let's light our torch quickly. All right, we got it. All right, so that pot of gold, if you touch that pot of gold, do you think nothing bad will happen? Don't you dare touch it. Let's open up the bag. So we got 3 gold coins and a big coin. Let's take all of them. All right. That's all we need. Let's back out. All right, we're gonna trace our steps way back now, way back. I love this game, Byron. This is gonna be the second time I've beaten it in my life. It's a balcony. We're going to back all the way out to the mirror room. It's a passageway with 2 arches. Back to the banquet room. I'm going to back out. It's a long, drafty hallway. We're going to back out of here. Back by the Cyclops. Back by the Troll Bridge. The Hellfire room. It's so hot you begin to sweat profusely even with the flames out. Here we are, back in the mirror room. So we're back in the mirror room. What do you mean by cheat, James? It's full of mirrors, reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King's Otto's Fair. Alright, let's go. Down the hole. Back in the Epor room. Alright, let's go back. Alright, this was the Wraith room. The stone archway opens up into a small chamber. The room is very cold. We're going to back out. Alright, back to the 2 bridge room. Remember we checked that snake bridge and it was not safe to cross? Well, we do have some magic stuff that can make us light, maybe. Let's check out bottle 2 here. This small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Let's use it on ourselves. Let's drink that bottle. Whatever this magic stuff is, it seems like it will make us light. Let's use it. Let's drink the bottle. You drink the liquid and immediately begin to rise in the air. Wow, this is the perfect opportunity to cross this bridge. What's up, Krista? A giant snake confronts you in this small cave. Let's look at the snake. It's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it still has yet to move. Upon a closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It is only a statue. It's only a statue? Let's wave this wand at it. I heard that's what you're supposed to do with snake statues. The snake begins to shake and shudder after we wave the wand at it. Is it just your eyes, or Is it shrinking? The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller and smaller. It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Oh, okay. The snake turns into a staff. Interesting. All right. Another Bible reference. All right, that's it. Back to the bridge room. Suddenly you feel heavier than you did only a moment ago, so the bottle wore off. Oh, all right, let's continue back. Continue on. Let's go to the E-pour room. Up the rope. Through the mirror. Through the hell room. And back to the troll bridge. A sharp cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep dark chasm. All right, let's go. And the troll is back. We did not kill the troll with the spear. Unfortunately. The troll says you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. Well, instead of doing that, we do have a spell that makes us invisible. So let's use it. Humana. Let's speak the magic word Humana. The spell was chanted. Humana. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're as invisible as the wind. And we get right by him. Let's head through, back to the balcony room, or the balcony stair room is what I like to call it. It's actually the banquet room, which is right here. And now we're going to go in the lower room, the lower door here. We're back to the passageway. It's a passageway with stone arches. Let's go right here. Okay, you're in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Alright, so there's a sword symbol here and a shield symbol there. What we have to do is holding a sword, an axe in one hand. Let's put the scepter in his other hand. So the scepter is for a king. A king holds a scepter, remember. Right in his hand. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, a seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. Well, wouldn't you know, we have a ring. We got a ring from the tree where the fountain was. Where is it? Where is it? I know we do have it. There it is at the top. Ring goes right in the hole. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. Let's go. Into the passageway. Yeah, I'm sorry, James, I got it. This hallway is made of large granite slabs. So we're going to take the torches. Whatever you do not go in that left passageway. It's dangerous. So we're going to go forward here. So we took the 4 torches. Let's go forward. All right, we have 2 gargoyles On the opposite wall are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. If you go through that dark archway, the beast will destroy you. So we're not going to go that way right now. But what we are going to do is go right here. Sulphurous flames rise from the hot molten lava some 30 feet below you. Wow, so it is crazy. Swimming would not be wise. Well, I remember our Motari spell said that the beast will lower when we got the spell. So let's use the Motari spell. It seems to be an appropriate place here. I always go the wrong way on the cards. I gotta remember the spells are at the bottom. Motari. The spell was chanted. Motari. The statue lowers and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. Let's go. Alright, here's the tricky part. So we have 3 levers on our left. Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. So there's 3 levers here, and there's kind of like a metal cylinder with a chain. So it looks like if we use these levers in a certain way. Alright. It will open the chain. So we're going to go right, lower the right, we're going to lower the middle one, and we're going to put the right one back up into place. I gotta go like this. Here we go. The right handle was raised. The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed, so this is the second of the 3 important items that we need to beat the game. So we're getting close. That's the orb that we need. As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder closes. Alright. That's all we need here. I'm going to trace our steps back to the gargoyle room. Alright, we're going to run out of torch. You're in a dark and gloomy cavern. Nice. Torch is lit. Sweet. Lit. Alright, so now, we're in this gargoyle room, right? So I'm going to look at the gargoyles. This stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. It is very cold to the touch. I'm surprised we could get that close to it. Alright, so we're going to use the Illumina spell and see if it has any effect on them. The spell was chanted. Illumina. Suddenly the cavern's so bright that you have to shade your eyes. It takes you a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. The Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from their spell. See? The room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. So it's a room with the well. Okay, let's open up the well. I like it. The cover of the well is open. And it seems to be a big wishing well, so we're going to drop the big coin down it. Remember the big coin we found in that bag? there's the big coin. Let's drop the big coin down the big well. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you used to see in the autumn months. All right, let's go into the well. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well and set you gently into the cavern below. You stand above a beach, looking down upon a river. Oh boy, river's edge. So what we're gonna do, you see the mallet and the what do you call that thing? A gong. The mallet and the gong. So let's use the mallet and hit the gong with it. So what do you want to use this on? The gong that has a skull on it. Seems rather interesting. After the gong sounds, a specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. So it wants a gold coin. Let's give him a gold coin. What do you want to use this on? The ferryman takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. Okay. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. For some reason, you get the feeling you are on sacred ground, standing on sacred ground. All right. You remember that there was a sword on the left side of the king, the skeleton king. So what we're going to do, that looks like a talisman hole. So we're going to take the talisman and we're going to put it in the spot underneath the sword. The artifact known as the Bladed Sun is now secured and in place. Now we're going to blow the horn to open up the door. The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly, you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. All right, let's go. Into the skull. And here he is. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed, the behemoth. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. Alright, so this is the Warlock Lord. And what we're going to do is build the Staff of Ages right now. So the blade. Remember I said the blade was important? We have to put the blade on the staff. First of all, suddenly, lightning begins to flash in the room. Then, the golden spike slides smoothly onto the staff and locks into place. So we're building the Staff of Ages. Now we're going to use the orb and complete the staff. So the three things you need is the staff, the blade, and the orb to make the Staff of Ages. Light cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. Now we're going to use the staff on Behemoth. you pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power that the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into the silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself, it is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. And that is it. The game, and hence the adventure, has come to an end. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule, and the king's fair daughter's hand. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. The first stories end. And that's it. That is a full playthrough of Shadowgate for the NES. No deaths. And thanks again for hanging. Let's give some quick shout outs here. Michael Sontag, Jamie Groves V, thank you for the stars, appreciate it. Alex with a huge 5-pack of gifted subs earlier, thank you Alex for that as well, and Ronald for the gifted sub earlier as well. Alright, well, we'll see everyone tomorrow for some Zelda action. Zelda 2 ROM hack, Journey of a Day, and then we have Breath of the Wild in the evening. So hopefully see you there. Everyone have a good night. Peace out.